Smithy, you got the win in the end, but was it a bit of a frustrating afternoon watching that game today?
Yeah, we have high expectations at the club, and I think we'll be completely honest with ourselves. Like, today wasn't a good day for us. I think Exeter, full credit to them, they came here, they worked really hard, they fought for every single ball. They were winning the second balls first half as well, and we just didn't wake up until half time. I think after the second half we showed a lot more spirit and passion, and I think that second half we played a lot better, but first half just was nowhere near the levels that I expect from the squad, and I think from what they expect from each other. But you know, we haven't had many games in the last few weeks, so the rustiness is going to be there. That's no excuse because we're better than that, but I like the idea that we've gone in at half time and we've given them a little bit of a few tweaks here and there and a bit of an input, and they've come out second half and they've listened and they've done it. So fair play to the players for turning it around after half time, but yeah, frustrating is an understatement from today.
Of course, Exeter kind of started the game very strongly, and perhaps the goal for ourselves from Laura Vokes, the free kick, maybe came against the run of play. But did you hope that would have settled the team down to sort of like be able to try and play their normal rhythm? Yeah,
I think it was a weird game because Exeter weren't necessarily on top, but we weren't on top either. It was a very sort of, there was transitions all over the field, and it was like counter-attack, and the poor old wing-backs were up and down in both teams, and yeah, if you don't look after the ball enough and you lose the ball quickly, you're going to find that, and that was our big problem first half. But yeah, great goal by Laura. I think she was one of the outstanding players for us today, and the assist she got in the second half for Kelly. But yeah, it would have taken, the goal to settle us down would have been nice, but it just didn't seem to do that, and we just seemed to keep giving the ball away. But for Gilly to score, fantastic for her. But I don't think...
And a nice finish as well from Kelly.
Yeah, great finish. What a great volley. We're right near the end of that now, will we? But that was superb. But I think, it was just sloppy, and that's the annoying thing. It's sloppy. But we didn't settle down after the goal, and until half time. I think half time, like I said, was much better. But full credit to Exeter. They came in. It's a long bus journey for them. They've got off the bus and they've started really well. 1-0 up for us, and then Erin's clean through, and you think, come on, finish that one-on-one. Keeper's made a good save, and we got a corner from it. But at 2-0, I think then the game would have probably gone our way a little bit more. But it didn't. It wasn't to be. Luckily, we come out with 3 points at the end of it.
Was there also some frustrations today about a couple of the decisions that happened out on that pitch with a possible red card and some other things going on that got into the players a bit?
Yeah, I mean, we all make mistakes, and I think the referee today made one with the goalkeeper's come out, Erin's chipped her, or Phil's chipped her, sorry, and it's going in, and she's made a great save, but it's 5 yards outside the box, which, does look like a red card. But I'm not going to stand here and say I want to see anyone get sent off, because I don't. I think it was a red card, and that would have changed the game again. We would have gone on to win, I think, more comfortably at that point, because we would have had the extra player. But it wasn't to be, and we knuckled down, and we don't want to get on the referee's back. Yes, there was, Erin's been elbowed in the face, and she's been taken out when she's clean through, and that's going to happen. But the referee's had a good game. I spoke to him after about the issues I had in the game, and I've got no problem with it. I think that it was nice to see that we didn't get on the referee's back. Yeah, some of the girls were obviously not happy with it only being a yellow card, not a red card. But I think the referee had a good game. I think the girls didn't get on their back. But it would have been, what difference that would have made if the goalkeeper sent off and they've got 2 subs on the bench. We only had, we had 3, they had 2, and they'd been forced to make one for an injury, so it would have been their last sub, down to 10 with the last sub. It would have impacted the rest of the game, but it wasn't to be, so I've got no qualms with it. The referee had a good game in my eyes.
And how about tactically today for yourself? Do you feel that you could have done things differently? You seemed a bit short on numbers with only the 3 on the bench. Was there reasons behind that?
Yeah, so we're carrying some injuries, we've got people away, so we are short, and we had to play a more defensive shape for the first time that we've really had to do. So it was a bit different for us. We had to learn that this week in training. Probably won't play it again, but I think that the girls have seen that in training, worked hard on it, and we've gone out and played for 60 minutes in that formation. So at that point we were 2-1 up. So I can't argue about that. It's been brilliant, and it's a shame that we got players away. So yeah, we've obviously got a light bench, which is 3, but I don't mind that, because it means that we can put all the players on, and people aren't coming here sitting on the bench and not getting on. I know Emily Paynes didn't get on today, but that's due to her coming back from her injury. but I think Maria did really well when she came on, so did Jane. It's just, again, for us, we've got 2-3 being pretty much carried off the pitch. So we're going to be, the physio's going to be working hard this week, trying to get them back in for next week at Larkhall. So, I'm pleased that the players have looked at a new formation in training. We've played it. It's gone well. We're 2-1 up when we played it. It's difficult, isn't it, with any new formation, any new tactics? But full credit to the players and full credit to Exeter, because they turned up and we won. We're 8-2, I think, at their ground, and we turned up, and that was a completely different Exeter. Just the fight, the battle, the spirit that they had was great to see in this league. And I think we're frustrated with how we played, but I think credit to Exeter for making us play that way, because they battled for absolutely everything, and they were a lot better than when we played them down at their ground.
And how do you take today's performance and the result into this next week? We say about the injuries, but have the girls as well got to sort of put aside their frustrations to go ahead into next week's very tough game against Larkhall?
Yeah, they were frustrated today at half time, but that's since gone, and I think maybe disappointment's the word. So I think there's a lot of players that look at themselves and say, was I better than my opposition player? And I think there was a few players today that could turn around and say, I probably wasn't for half of that game. But that's football, and if we were better than the other opposition player every single half of this season, then they wouldn't be playing in Tier 4, they'd be playing at Tier 2, Tier 1. So it happens, there's mistakes I made as a manager today that I've got to learn from as well. So we'll all learn from our mistakes today, and we'll move into next week. Larkhall haven't played again today, so they'll be fit and they'll be ready, whereas we've got now injuries to deal with this week. But I don't think it's frustration. I just think that the players need to bounce back, ready for Tuesday. We've won the game. They should be excited. They should be pleased that we've won the game. We're now 2 points behind Southampton in the league. We've still got to play them, so if we can beat them as well, it would be fantastic. So let's just go into Tuesday at training and work really hard, and then see what next Sunday has.